Hey everyone and welcome to the club. Today I'll be showing you how to draw Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid. I'm going to get started with the lower edge of the headband. So we're going to start on the left side. I'm going to draw a curve that comes down in the middle and then up over towards the right side. From here I'm just going to turn these up. So starting on the left side I'm just going to curve up and slightly in. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now I'm going to connect those 2 points with another curve. In the middle here, I just want to show a little bit of the hair coming down. So I'm going to start right in the middle, I'm going to curve around. Now I'm going to pull that up with a slight curve, tapering it up about halfway. I'm going to step down and just draw another curve that goes around and then back up towards the top. Let's move over to the left side and draw in the eye. So I'm going to draw a curve going from the outside just below the headband. I'm going to go up underneath the headband and then bring it down, aiming towards the center because I want to leave a little space in the middle here. From this point, I just want to curve up for a little bit of a frown line. Now I'm going to tuck the eye in underneath the eyelid. So I'm going to leave a little overlap on the outside, just draw a half circle going down, and then back up. On the left side here, I'm going to draw a smaller circle for a highlight. And then in the middle of the eye, I'm going to draw another circle for the pupil, but I'm going to tuck this in underneath the highlight. Starting at the bottom of the highlight, we'll circle around, and then back up. I'm going to color that in black. Now before I draw in the eye patch on the right, I want to draw on the sides of the cheek. So I'm going to start on the left corner, just step in slightly, for a little overlap. I'm going to curve around the eye, and then just pull that in. We're going to do the same thing on the right side. From the corner we'll step in slightly, curving around, and then just pulling that in to the same height as I have on the left. Now I'm going to go over towards the right and draw in the eye patch. So I'm going to leave a little space in the middle, starting at the top of the headband. I'm going to curve down, and then over towards the right. I'll leave a little bit of space here because I'm going to trim out the outside. So following this curve just on the inside. Right in the center here, just down here, I'm going to draw on the nose, a little curve from left to right, coming down in the middle, and then back up. Directly below the nose, I'm going to draw in a curve for the mouth. So starting on the left, we're going to go up, and then down on the right. Just below the mouth, I'm going to draw a little curve in the opposite direction for the lower lip. Now on the left side of the nose, I'm going to step down and draw a curve coming down towards the side of the mouth. Just tapering it down so the space gets a little bit narrower. We'll do the same thing on the right. Right about there. Now I'm going to curve up underneath the cheeks. I want to leave a little bit of an overlap. So curving up and underneath the cheek. Now I'm going to go to the outside and draw on the bottom of the chin. So I'm going to bring the chin down to here. So underneath the cheek, right down here, I'm going to curve around. Bring this down towards the middle. I'm going to pull that up on the right side. Now let's finish off the beard with the lower part of the goatee. So from this corner on the left, I'm just going to curve in and down. I'm going to draw two angled lines going up and in. And then I'll close off those 2 points with a slight curve. I'm going to add a little strap on the side of the eye patch here. So I'm going to draw two short lines side by side, and then one going across the center of the face. So right here we're going to draw one line, and then draw the second one on top. On the side of the head, just underneath the headband, we're going to draw in the ears. So stepping down, we're going to curve up and out, round it out, and then pull that into the side of the head. We'll do the same thing on the right. Now up in here, I'm just going to draw a little hook for the inner ear. Now just below the eyes, I just want to draw a little curve to accentuate the cheekbone. So right down here, I'm just going to curve up and in, and then underneath the eye patch, I'll just curve down. Inside the headband, I just want to accentuate the brow line. So I'm just going to start at the top here on the left. I'm just going to curve across and in. Do the same thing on the right side, just creating a little wrinkle in the headband. Now at the top, I just want to layer in the hair. So I'm going to start on the right side here. I'm just going to curve all the hair going over towards the left. So from this point, I'm going to curve up and then over. Now I want to do a little overlap here. So I'm going to step up, just curving over the end of the line and then down. Take this point and then curve down. Now I'm going to overlap that again. So stepping down here, curve over that line and then out. We're going to continue this pattern all the way to the side. I'm going to curve down to right about there. About halfway down, I'm going to curve over towards the left. And again, hooking it down Stepping down again, curving over towards the left. Curving down. Now I just want to pull the hair down the side this way. So about halfway along this line, I'm going to curve over, hooking that back in, and then right here, I'm just going to pull this in behind the top of the headband. On the side of the head, we're just going to add the little straps that come down. So just above the ear, I'm going to go around the ear, come down, and then just kick it out towards the left. I'm going to go back up and do that same shape, but I want to make it a little bit wider as it comes down towards the bottom. So just following that same curve, and then just going a little bit wider along the bottom. We'll connect those 2 points with a curve. We're going to draw one more. Now this one, I'm just going to hook it downwards. So stepping up, curve it down, step up again, and then just taper this, the end of the strap going wider. We'll connect those 2 points with a curve in the opposite direction. I want to add a little bit of hair on the side of the head here. So underneath the headband, I'm just going to step over, and just curve down and blend in towards the side of the cheek. Over on the right, we'll just blend it in behind that strap. So now that we're at the head, let's work our way down the body. So I'm going to start with the sides of the body first. So starting underneath the chin, I'm just going to curve down and just go out slightly towards the hips. Now before I connect these 2 points, I want to draw 2 large pouches on the side. So right here, I'm going to draw a rectangle. I'm going to cross, down the sides, and then just close off the bottom. We're doing the same thing on the right side. So lining up the top. Now that we have the pouches in place, I'm going to take these 2 points and connect it in behind the pouches with a curve. Starting on the left, we'll curve down, in between, and then back up. I'm going to draw that same curve just above. Let's add some detail to the pouches. So right in the center of this one right here, we're going to draw a long rectangle. 2 lines coming down, closing off the top, and then the bottom. Now we're going to take these 2 top points and just connect it with a half circle in behind that strap. Do the same thing on the right. So starting with 2 lines side by side, close off the top and the bottom, and then connecting those 2 points with a half circle in behind the strap. Now let's go ahead and add the shoulder straps on top of the body. So from the top of the shoulder here, I'm going to curve out towards the left and then down on top of the pouch. We're going to step in and draw that same curve. Let's go to the right and do the same thing. Now down here, we're going to draw 2 lines, one across, stepping down, draw that again. Do the same thing on the right. Now on the inside, I'm just going to draw 2 small squares. And then we're going to add a little strap going across the body. Starting on the left, go straight across, step down, draw that twice. In the middle here, we're just going to add the clip. So 2 lines coming down side by side. We're just going to add a little detail to the suit. So in the middle of the body right here, we're going to draw a point. From this point, we're going to come straight down in behind the center strap, and then continue all the way down towards the belt. From this top point, we're just going to go straight up in an angle. Do that on both sides. Let's continue working down the body. So in the center here, just down here, I'm going to draw a curve from left to right for the lower torso. On the left side, we're going to step in, curving and bowing out the leg down towards the heel. Do the same thing on the right side. Now we're just going to round out the bottom of the feet. So from the heel to the toe, draw a curve. Same thing on the right side. Now we're going to curve the top of the foot and just aim towards the heel, but we're going to leave a little space on the inside. Starting on the left, we're going to curve up. Then aiming towards the heel, we're going to leave that little space there. We'll do the same thing on the right. Now let's just trim out the sole. So we're going to take this curve and just duplicate it right up above it. Now let's draw on the outside part of the leg. So from the corners of the hip, we're just going to curve down towards the top of the foot. Then we're going to step up and draw the edge of the boot. So right here we're going to curve down, then back up towards the inside of the leg. Same thing on the right. And add a couple more lines just below it. So stepping down, just following that same curve. Do that twice. Now across the thigh, we're going to draw 2 straps. So on the inside part of the left leg, we're going to curve up towards the outside. We're going to step down and draw that same curve. We'll do the same thing on the right. Now on the side of the leg, we're just going to locate the knee pad. So from the edge of the boot, we're going to step up, curving across about halfway along the leg, pull a straight line coming down. Do the same thing on the right. And then along the bottom, we're just going to add 2 circles. One on the left corner, and one on the right. Now just below the pouches, I want to add 2 straps coming down to these angled straps. So one line, and one beside it. And then on the side of the leg, we're going to add 2 extra pouches. So at the top of this point here, we're going to go out with a straight line. We're going to curve with the leg coming down and pull that back in behind the leg. Now that we have the body, let's go back up and draw the arms. So I'm going to start by going about halfway along the body right here, curving out towards the wrist. From this point, I just want to draw the thumb with a half circle. At the end of the thumb, I'm just going to draw a little bracket. At the bottom of this half circle, I'm going to go around the bracket and pull it up for the first finger. We're going to stack the fingers going up this way. So we're going to step down, draw another curve going up. Now the third finger is going to go all the way up, and we're going to stop right about here where the shoulder would be. Curve around, and then just pull that into about there. We're going to overlap that with the shoulder. So stepping down, we're going to curve over that line and in behind the head. Then from this point, we're going to curve in the opposite direction in behind the body. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Lining up the inside part of the arm, curve out and then down. Draw a little half circle for the thumb. Then we'll draw that little bracket. At the bottom of the thumb, we're going to swirl around the bracket, go up, step down, draw the second finger. Now the third finger, again, is going to go all the way up towards the shoulder. Around and up to right about there. We're going to step down, just overlap that line with the shoulder, going in behind the head. Now from this point, I want to curve in the opposite direction in behind the body. On the side of the shoulders, we're going to add 2 more circles, just like we did on the knees. So one at the bottom, one at the top. And let's go in and add some detail to the arms. So from this wrist, I want to curve the cuff, going up and then out. We're going to add a little patch on the back of the hand. So right here, we're just going to curve and pull a straight line going up. We're going to step up and add in a curve for the elbow pads. So right here on the side of the arm, we're going to curve across and in. Draw that same curve just above it. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now the final thing, I just want to add the hair on the side of the head here. So we start just underneath the left earlobe, go down and just kick it out toward the left. Then we're going to curve back in. So tapering in towards the head, leaving a little space. Now we're going to curve down and out. We're going to curve that back in to right about there. We step down about halfway along the curve and just tuck that in behind the head. We'll take that and do the same thing on the right side. So underneath the earlobe, we'll curve it out. Curve it back into right about there, curve down and out, curve back in, stepping down and in behind the head, and that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send us your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.